away Grassini. I hope you well, I hope you well. Okay, so I look good. I can take this off. You can see from here anyway. Okay. Yeah. Dibza. Just wanna move it to the side a little bit so that I can see you guys' comments. You know, it's really important. Okay, the light came in there now. I just had to take it off there. Away Sean Warlock, how are you guys doing? Welcome to each and every one. All the 5 of you guys that's here. Listen, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go ahead, and those that joined, they can just follow later. Good day, le hlo koa. Ibukosini, we actually have a little jam-packed live today. We'll be talking about DJ Coach. I will be talking about Fxgoats as well. I'll be talking about Jason Noah, Marco Gracini, and then last but not least, I will also talk about Grootman's collapse. That isn't something that we spoke about that much when it happened, right? But it happened, and I think we shouldn't brush over it. Yeah, simply because Grootman has now faded into, I wouldn't say into nothingness, but he has simply faded into the background. He's not as known as he used to be. He's not as popular as he used to be. So when it comes to Grootman and what he has done, we most definitely need to talk about it. But I want to start with DJ Coach, and I want to start this off a little bit rough by saying that it's very clear with all of the content that he has been putting out lately that he hasn't changed. Number one. And look, I have always believed that. I've always been a firm believer of leopards never change their spots. And DJ Coach has proven me right over and over and over again. So, sorry, I'm having some gas cool drinks. So what I mean with that is that when I did that podcast episode with DJ Coach, a whole lot of people were saying, yeah, but like I am covering up for DJ Coach and all of that. But that was never the issue. That was never the case. Because if you take a look at the questions that was asked during the podcast episode, you would realize that basically I was asking this man about all of his transgressions, right? And he was constantly beating around the bush. He couldn't give a straight answer. He could never look into the camera straight off, right? There were very few times that I looked into his eyes where we like made eye contact. But when it comes to that, people thought that I sold out. They thought that DJ Coach changed. And they thought that I gave him the platform to do so. But with the recent video that I uploaded with him trading these fake accounts, that should put the people into perspective that this guy hasn't changed for shit. This guy will keep on lying and he will keep on scamming people for as long as they allow him to do so. When you take a look at those accounts, right? Okay, before I get to the accounts, I just want to talk about the whole setup of it all, right? This new challenges thing is something that has been popularized by FXLXG, right? And we know for a fact that when it comes to FXLXG, he has been caught out very often, especially during these challenges that he hosts, right? And so I wasn't the only one thinking that he was going to change from that interview with you. Luke Devos, no, you were not the only one that thought that. And this is how they keep you guys going. They give you guys small nuggets of hope. And it's in those moments of hope that they take advantage of you guys. And I sincerely hope that you guys will pick up on it, because if he changed, if DJ Coach changed, he would not be lying right now, right? So, first off, when it comes to the whole setup of it all, it is FXLXG, right? Karabo Kompi, we're actually talking about the few scammers today. We're talking about Coach Fxgoats, Jason Noah, Marco Gracini, and then last but not least, we're also talking about the collapse of Grootman. But to stick to the conversation of DJ Coach, if he could trade, he would not need the help of fake accounts to prove that he can do what he says he can do. And that is what people should realize here, right? DJ Coach never thought that we are going to take a look at the margin. He didn't realize that we are going to take a look at the margin level percentage, because these are all giveaways. When it comes to the trades that DJ Coach have entered, and I want you guys, actually, listen, I want you guys to do me this favor. When you open trades, look at your margin level percentage. The more trades you enter, the less your margin level percentage becomes. But how come the more trades he enters, the bigger his margin level percentage goes? The higher the lot size he goes, the more margin, and that is not how it works. I recently challenged you guys, and I'm so happy that there are some of you that is actually taking me up on what I'm trying to show you guys, because in my video of DJ Coach, I asked you guys, go deposit 50 Rand. Yo, Lisani, so nice to see you, man. Yeah, so nice to see you. So, yeah, I challenged the public. Deposit a 5 Rand like DJ Coach said he deposited, right? And try and enter the trades that he enters. There was someone that deposited 50 Rand and he tried entering the trades that DJ Coach entered when DJ Coach just had 5 Rand and it wouldn't work. I mean, if you guys allow me, if you want me to, I can show you guys right now. Look, Devil's backdoor access. Keep in mind, DJ Coach is the face of SBK Markets. So he is gonna wanna look profitable all the time. He's gonna want to look successful all the time. I mean, he's the face of the broker, so there's no way that it's gonna be a case of he really proves it's a real account and he really proves his losses. And I mean, this is a conversation that we've been having since forever. If that was a real account, regardless if the money came from the business account, regardless if it came from your mother's account, regardless if it came from your own account, there should be a money trail. Show us the money trail. Show us the SMS that says, oh, 5 Rand left your bank account to go and deposit. Oh, 25 Rand left your bank account to do a deposit by SBK Markets. But why aren't we seeing that? Why aren't we seeing definitive proof that showed to us, okay, that deposit was actually made. That amount of money was actually put into that account. Why aren't we seeing that? And that is the true problem here. Why aren't we seeing these things that truly proves that this is a real account? Because it simply isn't. I want you guys now again, I'm challenging you guys yet again, right? Let me first show you guys how the first challenge played out. I just want to show that to you guys, because the thing is this: when it comes to Coach, he will always He will always make it seem, okay, not that one, not that one. I think I've accessed that in it. Have I? I will get to that. I will get that video for you guys so that I can actually play it for you, so that you guys can actually see that the people actually tried doing that. No, it's my WhatsApp. Is it my WhatsApp? I think it's the WhatsApp. Let me get into my WhatsApp real quick. Shame. Marco is too busy in my Marco is too busy in my WhatsApp trying to explain his way out of being caught in that nonsense. But anyway, like I told you guys, I have proof that will actually show you guys that people tried doing this and it didn't work. So this is why I will never trust DJ Coach. This is why I will never trust DJ Coach. And like I said in that video, I want you guys not to just take my word for it. Not just, oh, Rydell said that, so it must be true. No, I challenged you and I said, go open an account, deposit what you can, and see if you can open the amount of trades that DJ Coach has opened with that very same lot size that he used. And you will see that it's impossible. It's impossible. Someone literally just sent us a screen recording of them trying to do that. Not with a 5 rand, with a 50 rand. And it didn't work. So that, like I told you guys from jump, these are fake accounts. These are doctored accounts because it's much easier to get you through the doors by making you believe it's cheaper. Literally. It's easier to get you there, to make you believe. Like, guys, let's be real. And look, I might get the lashing because IFX, come on, you guys know I'm with IFX, shout out to IFX. But IC markets, the reason why a lot of people do not trade with IC markets is because their minimum deposit is $200. Now, if you are a poor, inexperienced, low wage paid South African, are you gonna rather wait and save up that $200 to trade with IC markets, or are you gonna go with FBK markets where the deposit is just 20 rand? And guys, let me just be honest with y'all. It's because of things like this that that the image of Forex has been tarnished to that of gambling. Let's be honest. Gambling you go do for fun because you don't know if you are gonna come back with a win or not. Trading you don't do for fun. You are serious with it because there's analysis that goes into this. There is news events that goes into this. There is banking policies that goes into this. There's countries policies that goes into this. But why? Tell me, why is it that with these, and guys, let me just clarify one thing. The reason why I'm calling a whole lot of these brokers bucket shops, it's not because I'm sponsored by IFX, right? It's because a whole lot of these brokers aren't FSCA regulated, FBK markets included. When I make videos now, I hope that you guys watch my videos with an attentive eye, number one, and with the spirit of coming to learn something. If you watched my video about the downfall about veracity markets, you would realize that there's a whole lot of brokers that's doing the exact same thing. They just haven't been reported yet. They just haven't been reported yet. Now, there's a lot of people that's going to be like, oh, Fix, why are you saying that there's a lot of brokers that aren't FSCA regulated? DJ Coach is then working under Rocket X. When you are a broker and you are working under another broker that is FSCA regulated, right? You aren't regulated yourself. You aren't regulated yourself. IFX is FSCA regulated, right? And look, I'm not doing this comparison to be like, oh, IFX, down the rest of you. No, I'm trying to make the example to you so that you can understand. I'm trying to make the comparison to you so that you can understand, right? A juristic rep, which is what these brokers are, all of them that's underneath Rocket X, right? They don't ever get in touch with the FSCA. The FSCA don't scrutinize them and their books. The FSCA don't check it how they do things. The FSCA checks at the company who they regulate, the company whom signed with them, which is Rocket Xmos now, which is in this case the principal, right? So it's like a chain of command, if I can call it like that. Where the FSCA is at the top, the scrutinizing authority, they scrutinize the FSP, the licensed FSP, which in this case is most now, for argument's sake, it's Rocket X, right? And then Rocket X now must be the authority to FBK markets and all of the brokers that's underneath it, right? So at no place in time, the brokers that is working under the FSP of another company, do they get scrutinized by the FSCA? IFX on the other hand though, they get scrutinized by the FSCA. They have to report to the FSCA. So there's a difference, guys, and that is why I made that video on veracity market. Look, I'm not just gonna make a video to just make it. I'm making a video because I want you to watch to the end. Sorry, I want you to see everything about it, because what counts for the goose counts for the gander. Shout out Neo T, nice to see you here. What counts for the goose counts for the gander. So, to make an understandable example, Tinus came out and his response to my video about him was he's FSCA regulated. That is misleading. He's not FSCA regulated. He is a juristic rep, right? The Goats recently came out and they said they are FSCA regulated, and actually information came through this morning, because remember in my video that I made about them also, we couldn't find their principal whose FSP they are working under, right? And we found it, right? But that is also misleading of them to post, we are now FSCA regulated. Congratulations are in order. You are not FSCA regulated. You are a juristic rep. What applies to the regulated entity do not apply to you. The FSCA do not call you and, okay, you need to report XYZ. They do that with the company whose FSP they work under. Do you guys understand that now? So, when it comes to DJ Coach, I need you guys to understand, right? Is it possible that DJ Coach gave himself a white label server for FBK and his full control? Karabo Kompi, yes. It isn't even a question. It isn't even a question. I want you to look up Karabo Kompi at the comment of Maleficent Wing 95. Coach is using a manipulated trading account. Remember that video you did a while back, Rydell, where you use MetaTrader Manager to change the account restrictions? There is this is why I'm saying that it shouldn't be that easy for them to scam people again, because there's people that watches my videos and they watch it to the end so they get the full scope of what I'm trying to say. For a whole lot of people, right, they should have woken up already, because I have proven time and time again with evidence that DJ Coach is trading on fake and manipulated accounts. It isn't even a question. It shouldn't even be a question. Don't forget to update us on the number of DJ Coaches or estimate. Tibza, I even got the plates of his Ferrari. I'm just sitting on it, my bro. I had the plates of his Ferrari even before FMAS. I'm just sitting on it. It will come through. I'm not, my bro, no cap. To know me, Tebza, is to know I don't cap, my bro. I don't cap. Yesterday, you saw me writing down the Aston Martin's number plate, and that was to confirm the number plate that I already have. Right? That's number 2. Now I am just waiting for the number plate of the Bentley, because remember, in his vlogs, he went to go stay in an apartment, right? And the reason for my awareness is so that people can see, and by chance, people that's around him can also see, and this is what happened. So thank you for always supporting me, guys. Thank you for dropping the likes. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for pushing the channel, because this is how people reached out to me. This is how I get hold of his stuff. And the person that sent me his number plates was actually like, all right, my bro, don't worry. I will get the others for you as soon as he comes again. You guys must know me, man. I'm not a bra that caps. I wanna vise you. Coach mustn't think we don't have his number plate. There's his Ferraris now. Coach, we are on to you, brother. We are, Masakan. We are on to you, brother. Good morning, Doc Zito, X Music. Good morning. Guys, don't ever think I'm sleeping on the job. Don't ever think I'm sleeping on the job. Don't ever think I'm sleeping on the job. I want to show you guys something, home. The 5th of April. Come now, become clear, Jay. I don't know if you guys can see the details there, but I've had this since the 5th of April. Coach, I'm coming for you. You think it's jokes, my brother? It's never been jokes. It's never been jokes. You guys think, guys, I want you guys to realize one thing now, no? And if you look at my channel since the beginning, those that's followers since the beginning, you guys would know that I've always said that I would like to report, or I would like my reporting to get so important that we maybe score a slot on TV. If you take a look at what Dan Corder is currently doing with ETV, that is something that I would like. Honestly, my research is there, my connections are there. I'm still getting there when it comes to the delivery, because sometimes I still get passionate about things. So I'm like, okay, that's too far now. That's too far out. But I want you guys to understand that we still got a long road to walk. And because of your trust in me, I can't ever sell out. I can't ever sell out. Because of your trust in me, I can't sell out. I can't. People thought that when I went to go sit with DJ Coach, that it was a case of he paid me and it's a case of I'm now doing his image. I'm doing it, I'm doctoring it a little bit, right? But the one thing that you guys need to understand, when you are in the podcasting space, when you are doing interviews, right? Even if it had to be where I'm doing a debate with someone that is on the opposite side of the fence, I have to be respectful at all times. Doesn't matter if the person swore, doesn't matter. My get back would be knowing that I asked the pertinent questions, knowing that I asked the important questions. That is my get back, knowing that I haven't given you a chance to breathe under these questions. That is, and for me, people can say what they want to, but I feel I did well. And I want you guys to go look at that podcast again. We never got the straight answer from DJ Coach. DJ Coach always answered me as if he was a politician. Like now recently with the Kenny Kunene thing, when they asked him, oh, but what were you doing there at Katie Molefe's house? Oh, but you see, I actually have a media company, and that morning my journalist needed to go there, and my journalist didn't have transport, so I took the journalist there. That is around the fucking bush. We never got a straight answer from DJ Coach, ever. And that is what I want you guys to realize, because the thing is this. When someone talks around the bush, right, he's lying. When someone is exaggerating, when he told you he paid over don't know how many thousands for that Audi engine. What did he say? 400,000 for that Audi engine. You guys already should have known he was talking cack. Because you can fix that car, right? Import a new engine, right? And even with the labor, with the most expensivest body shop, won't even get to 400k. Maybe with upgrades and shit, but there was no upgrades on his cars. So, guys, wake up, man. That's all I can tell you when it comes to DJ Coach. Wake up. That bruh is very far from legit. Very far from legit. Also, to get off that DJ Coach bus for a little bit, Fxgoats. What do you guys think about them? Fxgoats. And also, guys, if you see me interviewing or debating or doing a podcast with a scammer again, don't count me in with them. Don't count me in with them. Please don't count me in with them. I'm asking you so nicely. Please don't count me in with them, because a whole lot of you guys, I made a TikTok recently, and I said, a whole lot of you guys, even on my YouTube, a whole lot of you guys that was telling me, oh, I sold out. Oh man, DJ Coach's friends now. Where are you guys now? Where are you guys now? I want to see y'all. I want to see y'all. Lungstang Ngobo, my friend, I sincerely appreciate you. I sincerely appreciate you. Thank you so much. That will look, I'll go to, because I'm upping my gear now, so that is gonna go towards that. But guys, you guys must know me, man. Let's not throw. Look, I appreciate the gifts. Um, I honestly, but let's save the money, man. Let's save the money, please. I'm out here trying to. Sorry. Um, I'm trying out here to save you guys' money, not so that you can send it to me. I'm trying to help you save your money so that you can save it for the future. So please save it, man. Please. How, like I said, always say how you support me. You like, you comment, you share, subscribe. That is it. That will maybe cost you a £5 data, maybe, bro. But that is how you support me. But onto the list of content. Fxgoats, right? Look, when they came back, there was a whole lot of speculation, and I was one of the people that speculated on why they came back, right? A whole lot of people were speculating towards the fact that their visas have run out and stuff like that. And there was something that actually slipped my mind because Sipamandla Gumbi, yes, I did. I'm just waiting for the number plate on the Bentley. So, Fxgoats, UAE regulation, there's it. So, when they came back, we thought that maybe their passports ran out, what they came for and stuff like that. But then I forgot that on Bloomberg, and look, I'm subscribed to Bloomberg, the premium Bloomberg, so I get like direct emails, and when I access the article, I get the full article. It's not like hidden behind a paywall because I was now already paid for it, right? And I read there, like you can say a month or two ago already, that Dubai is planning that because they have realized that once people have scammed, like your Onuha brothers, where did they get arrested? Dubai. Where did Hush Puppy get arrested? Dubai. So, and that brings the credibility of Dubai down, right? Because it makes Dubai seem like a safe haven for criminals. So, with this financial thing, and you have to be regulated to do that, right? It slipped my mind, right? And if you look at it like this, the goats are back in South Africa. Kojo is somewhere else on the planet, right? Why did Kojo not go home to Ghana? And also, on the goats' returns, right? Why did they not why did they not mention we are coming home? The same way they did vlogs when they left. Because they don't want people knowing that they are around. They don't want people knowing that they are back in the country, because like I said, when they sold or when they left or when they stepped down from Express Mafia, right, there was a whole lot of people that still needed withdrawals. There was a whole lot of people that still needed money to come from that company, and their money never ever came. And that is a big problem, because now their lives continue. The goats now, their lives continue. But those people who's been affected, and I mean, I can go to emails and to inboxes as recent as a week or two ago. And keep in mind, I haven't reported on Express Funded in a while now, ne? Remember that. So, with that Dubai thing, I think that they came away, GFX Trading, I feel like they came here to pull off another quick stunt so that they can spot, have money so that they can spot. The goats can trade. I just don't understand why they have to stoop this low. Ricardo Muller, I would like to agree and disagree with you on that note, right? I agree with you that the goats can trade, but in the sense that they are analysts. Why I say I disagree with you and I say that the goats can't trade is because when you look at it like this, Ricardo Muller, every single year now, we have caught them out on very big lies. on very, very big lies. Like the first big lie that like I called them out on, right, was their testimonials, right? And I'll be honest with you guys. In the beginning, I was very lenient because you remember the video that I made about them that had a website where they had fake testimonials, right? The moment I made the video about that fake testimonials, right, they went to that guy who allegedly made the account to scam people through and is using the account to extort money out of them. He somehow took the account down. Now keep in mind, guys, keep in mind, does this make sense to you? If I'm extorting you, right, would I give away my only trump card? Remember, this is my payday here. Would I, just because you came and asked, would I now, you understand? But I was lenient at that time and I deleted that video, right? I shouldn't have. Very bad call on my behalf. I shouldn't have. But that is what happened, right? Cool. Thereafter, I exposed them for taking money for a forex course and never delivering, right? That is when they made that lie to the Xness executives and told the Xness executives that the girl is trying to sleep with one of them. They don't want to sleep with her. Now she's making up these stories. But guys, does it make sense to you that the man who your kind wants to cheat on you with, would she bring that would she pay for you to go to him? Does that make sense? Maybe the colored girls are fast like that, right? That they would so much send you to the person who they are trying to cheat on you with. But does it make sense to you? If a girl is cheating on you, you will never ever know. You will never meet that person, you will never see that person. But according to the goats, this is what happened. She paid for a course for a man, and she wanted to sleep with him, and now they don't want to sleep with her, and now she's doing all of this. But in the meantime, the checks are there, the proof of payments are there. That is also why the regional for Xness Africa, he doesn't like acknowledge me, because Xness was my very first brand deal, right? And I cut up my Xness merch like on live, literally. I cut it up because I got so angry. Like, how are you trading? Not trading. How are you supporting like liars, fraudsters, scammers over clear evidence? And then you believe the feeble story. Oh no, she wanted to sleep with me. Where's the evidence? I believe evidence. I don't believe anything else. Where is the evidence? But nevertheless, after that, we caught the Fxgoats with that $18 scam of theirs, where they were trying to, and Ricardo Miller, this is why I'm saying they can't trade me, bro. It's gonna make sense now. Just hang on for me. With that $18 course, where they had the $18 course, and they were gonna have mentorship on it. It was a Xness deal, and the like shortly after the people paid, right, that group discontinued. No, okay, maybe not shortly. Sharat said, "Too so nice seeing you here, bruh." Not shortly, maybe a while after, but it discontinued. Thereafter, we exposed them for the fact that they were claiming land that they never bought. And guys, like me, I have a very discerning eye. You are gonna have to work to get me off my, off my game. You're gonna have to work, my bro. And the goats, they were just fucking sleazy. You mean to tell me that they bought land, but the only access to this land is them sitting outside of the gates, setting up camp chairs outside of the gates. That's the only access they have to the land. And Keep in mind when they uploaded the video, né? When people generally upload things, I like to look at the surroundings. What happened? When I saw there were employees, I knew this is not theirs. I got in contact with someone who knew the family, and that person went to the employees, and that person put the employees on camera, and they still said, no, but we still have our job. This land never got sold. We still work for our boss. There's our boss. We saw them sitting outside there. We saw the cameras, and we thought to ourselves, what are these guys doing? Now that you have shown us what is up, we know. Guys, go and look at my video. It's there. The year after that, what did we catch them with? What did we catch them with? Isn't it where that live went viral of Goat Harvey and Goat Andy? What was those infamous words? 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 I remember you posting the new. Away me bro. Flapjack, I don't know why they got angry me bro, because like it's public information, it's there, people can see. You know, so I wasn't actually exposing anything me bro. But it's because they felt like my channel, and look, this is why I'm saying I'm a little bit lenient, and I also understand, right? Whenever I put anyone on my channel, the immediate thought that runs to people's heads is this person is a scammer, right? And from that perspective, you know, after I got some counsel from my lawyer and stuff, from that perspective, I realized, okay, now it's duidelijk. It's duidelijk. Let me not push it. It is public information. It's not a secret. Look, if it was a secret and I was the only source, Flapjack, I would have left it. I would have kept it on, right? But it's also a case of like, for me, I see it also as a like semi-business sabotage, if I can say, because they obviously want to launch the company the way they want to. Now I come casting doubt and shadow. No, look, and I didn't actually cast doubt or shadow on them. It's just that it's on my channel, so people are going to perceive it to be as a scam. You understand? And I like giving people enough rope. If you know me, you would know that. And yeah, we haven't given them a rope yet, so they must do their thing. If they catch on nonsense, that is most definitely when we will be stepping in. We were speaking about, yeah, what were the no JFX, no JFX editing, that was not that GFX, that was not the famous words. That was not your famous words, my friend. Their famous words. That is amongst them, right? But oh shit! I lost my train of thought now. Oh yeah, the famous words that went viral with Goat Andy and Goat Harvey was, for as long as we were mentors at Fxgoats, we never saw one student that made it. They don't have millionaire students. Isn't that went viral? Isn't that went viral? Isn't that went viral? Can I just ask, didn't you have HFM promo as well? Yes, Ricardo, I think it was like 3 years ago. I see you promoting IFX. I was just wondering what your thoughts were on them as a broker at the moment. Correct me if I'm wrong. Which broker you're mentioning to now? So do you want some clarification on IFX or HFM? For me, both of them are good brokers. HFM and IFX. I still use HFM. But yeah, IFX is like HFM. IFX has their own FSCA license, their own regulation. So they are actually FSCA regulated. So yeah, IFX is a good broker. But as I was saying, can't you guys remember that went viral? Can't you guys remember that went viral? Jakes, please don't spare my brother, ne? Kanala, my brother. We don't take kindly to spam here. So, can you guys remember that? The live that Goat Andy and Goat Harvey did, where they came out and admitted that there's no millionaire students of theirs. And look guys, like I said, up until now, I'm still looking for that millionaire student of theirs. Up until now, and you must understand, if the mentors that was working there aren't even millionaire students themselves yet, what the fuck? Now, Jax, as je nog so diepie, my bro, as je nog so, you know, maar respect, my bro, dankie for your consideration. Respect, Aya. Away, Rydell, good to see you, bro. You look happy and healthy. Ewan, I'm well. I know we give respect where it's due, my bro. We give respect where it's due. We have to. I mean, when you look at it like this, there's so many other people that we ask, listen, engage but don't spam, right? And then they would continue their shit, right? Look at this man, how thoughtful he is at least. Kijk mercy. You know, and I can only respect such behavior, my bro. I can only respect such behavior. But as I was saying, guys, then after that, didn't Andy release that all of the cars that the goats have bought was bought with business loans? Like, can you guys remember that? And if you guys can remember, every time the goats went to go and buy a car, they would start it with their phones like this, right? And then you would see all of the profits running there, ne? And then they tell you, not they tell you, it's like an indirect tell you, nah, this car, and in some videos actually, they would tell you straight off, this is what the real Forex profits look like. Kanti, it's a business loan. So like, year after year, my bro Ricardo Mullen, we have caught them doing disingenuous things where, for me, it's a case of if they were traders, they were like solid traders making the withdrawals that they say they are making, they wouldn't have been caught doing this. Also keep in mind, there's the video that we caught them out where they totally tried FXLXGing the fuck out of the situation. And this is how I want you guys to just realize that I'm a fucking G when it comes to my content. Because when it comes to the challenges, after exposing FXLXG, I told you guys that is gonna be a trend. Everyone is somewhat doing challenges now because they have seen how well it works. That is a solid business model, I won't lie. But how one is done will show you how others is done. Didn't we catch FXLXG faking trades and trading off a demo? So that was two separate instances. I mean, the evidence is here on my YouTube channel. Now, how do I know for a fact that the goats is copying them? We then caught the goats trading off a demo account as well. Do you remember that video that I made where we caught them trading a demo account, and once we exposed it, they edited that part out of the video? Now keep in mind, guys, how is it possible for you to have a demo account, you have stuff that looks like a deposit and it looks like a withdrawal in the tab there? That must means you must have inside help. And this is why, for me, I'm so glad I made the decision to cut up that Xness merch, my bro. I'm so glad. But moving along, what else did we catch them out for? Like, guys, there's too many things. So, year after year, they are doing things that it's a case of they get caught for things that should have been second nature to them because they rich. And look, you must understand, it's not that we are saying that they're rich. It's that is what they are portraying. You understand? It's like that is what they are portraying. That is what they are constantly showing us. Like with Jaguar. How is it that your cause ends up on an auction? Also, there's the thing of the house. Thank you, Lungstang Noble. There's a thing about the house also. Didn't we expose them for the house that they're renting, but they said they purchased? You guys understand? It runs deep. It runs deep, but we've constantly caught the goats out. So the stuff that they are doing right now, we should not be falling for it because it has happened. We have seen it. We have seen it. Shout out Keegan, my bro. Shout out yo, my bro Keegan. I apologize, yo. I was so out on the scammers when it comes to FMAs. I just want to get him on camera and shit. I forgot to get you on camera. But definitely when I get to PE next time, I will pop around there because I need to get you guys on for me also, for my channel also. So yeah, guys. That the goats being back for the regulation in Dubai, that just totally messes up their plans. And when you look at the fact that they charge over 50K now for a course, $2,999, come on, man. Guys, come on. What is, to me, there couldn't be a greater sign of desperation. You mean you went from selling $18 courses to $2,999 courses? Just think about it. It doesn't make sense, guys. But, you know, if the goats are going back, let's sincerely hope it's solid. Let's hope that they can align with the Dubai laws, because we don't have money in South Africa to come and bail them out. Yeah, so you know, I think, guys, I have to go soon, but the last thing, I'm gonna leave Grootman and Jason for a live tonight, right? And then I think we can easily go jump to Marco, because, guys, Marco is busy defending himself here. Marco is busy sending me his SARS. Do you know I owe SARS 118 million rand? Like, come on, guys, my bro. Like, listen. I want to show it to you so that you can see, man. Like, what does to me, what does you owing SARS 181 million, if it even is that, what does that have to do with you scamming people through a course? Why isn't, okay, there is it clear. I owe SARS 181 million rand. I have clubs, I have cigars, I own this, I own that. So, what do you guys say? Listen, and this is using my scalping strategy, so I can show it actually does work. 2,000, look, Marco is so overviews, ne? And this is how I know Marco is always in the wrong, because he's chasing for the wrong things. Instead of trying to prove me wrong, he's trying to show me that his content goes more viral than mine. So he says 2,000 views in 16 hours. You won't get more than 6K views. You're speaking about things that have already surfaced long, and it hasn't surfaced, because remember, when I exposed Marco for not being able to trade, for not sending signals, and when he does send signals, it goes wrong, for having employees that is teaching the people and sending signals to them. Can you guys remember how Marco used to attack me? We're gonna call him home. Marco Gracini, how are you doing, sir?
Good.
You are live on the Rider Forex Fix Show. Can I ask you some questions?
Sure.
So wat gaat aan, my bro? Why are you denying these things, my bro?
What things?
That came out. Look, it's not that it actually came out now, because when I made a video and I let people know that you employed Ellie and Ellie does your mentorship and Ellie sends your signals, you were fighting me on it, my bro Marco. Why were you fighting me?
Everybody knew that, right? Or listen, just give me a chance here. Everybody already knew that, bro.
They
Last
didn't.
year already, I said I wanted to cancel my mentorship. Last year already, people asked me to continue it. Last year already, I said I wanted to cancel my mentorship.
But
I didn't want to do mentorship. I told Ali so many times I don't want to do mentorship.
but like,
I said it over and over again. I do not want to teach. I do not want to teach. Hence, I stopped going to classes. You get me? I said I do not want to teach. You can go and get your information from her. She'll tell you the same thing. I said over and over and over again, I do not want to teach.
Okay, now can I ask you something, Marco?
That's why hence I brought Ellie and Michael in. I didn't want to teach.
Okay, now can I ask you something, Marco? Okay, look, I appreciate you coming on. You know, I'm not going to be disrespectful or anything like that, but I just wanted to ask, right? If you were so adamant on not teaching, why, number one, did business run through your business profile? And then number two, why did the money come to you? And then number three, why, when I exposed that Mike and Ellie was working for you, you weren't doing anything, you weren't sending signals, you weren't attending to classes, why were you fighting me on it at that time?
No. I wasn't fighting you. What I'm saying is, right, that your first question, right? Your first question. So basically, the situation was as follows, right? We agreed that I would use my page as a marketing tactic, right? I would use my page as a marketing tactic, right? And it would go through SMG because everybody knew SMG, and whether Ali opened up something or Mike opened up something, they weren't recognized. So we would use me as a marketing tool. Right? And if you don't believe me, you can go to Ellie and ask her. We agreed on this. I can show you conversations. We agreed on this. I said, listen, that's fine. Let's run with that. You guys will teach. I will market. You will send me screenshots. I will post them on my Instagram. We will get students in. That was the plan. You get me? That was the plan. So since last year, I wasn't giving signals. And I even said over and over and over again, I'm not the one giving signals. When people hit me up and say, listen, Marco, why did the SL hit? I was like, please contact Ali. Marco, I don't understand your signals. People knew that I always said, listen, contact Ali, because I was not the one giving the signals.
Okay, now, Marco, what?
And regarding the money wasn't just coming to me. Me and Ali were doing a 60-40 split.
No,
Michael was getting 6,500 rand. Me and Ali were taking 25,000 rand as a salary, and every 6 months we were splitting 60-40.
Okay, now I understand that, right? But I wanted to ask you this, right? So you said that you didn't want to send signals and mentorship, right?
No, not at all.
Now,
I said it over and over and over.
okay, now, to me, it just doesn't make sense that you would say that, but then you have a scalping group right now, and then to top it all off, you are still upselling. In that scalping group, because here is proof of someone that paid 3.7 for a few videos and one Zoom session, and he was under the impression that he was gonna pay for a one-on-one. So when it comes to the stuff that these people are paying for, what are they paying for? What are they paying for?
It wasn't a one-on-one. It is a strategy, right? Well, there are multiple strategies. It's about 5 strategies, right? And these strategies, right, are basically strategies that help you with entries to get into a market, right? I've got a 330 strategy that works seriously, it works. All right, I can show it to you. We can test it over 5-6 days, and you will see that there are results there. Right now,
Marco?
the reason. Hold on, hold on. Let me talk. Right, the reason I started the scalping strategy, right, was because it was an easier way, right, to allow people to understand that, listen, you don't need to go through a whole mentorship. You don't need to do all of this. You don't need to do all of that. What you need is an edge, right? Which is basically what I came up with, an edge. And I mean, nobody's putting a gun to a person's head and saying, listen, you must take the scalping strategy, right? If you want a mentorship, you can go to Mike or you can go to Eddie. You get me? But what I'm saying is that if you've learned and you've taken the mentorship and you've got the basic knowledge, you can use the scalping strategy and it can be profitable. 100%, it can be profitable.
Okay, Marco, we weren't doubting, or wasn't doubting the profitability of it. I'm just doubting the validity of your claims where you said you don't want to teach, because when you say you don't want to teach and you don't want to send signals and you're constantly being caught out with newer stuff, then that kind of defeats you trying to say, oh, but I don't want to teach people, I don't want to share. No, it does, because if you are saying you don't want to teach people and you don't want to mentor people, then what you are doing right now with the scalping group, where you are upselling a service, another service by the way, then that defeats what you're trying to say, my brother.
But it's not, no, but listen, it's not the same thing, because you must remember that this is once a week. Once a week for 2 hours. I don't mind doing that. After 8 every Friday, I don't mind doing that, right? With the mentorship, it was 3 times a week. I did not have the time for that. I did not have the time. Hence, I don't have a signal group. But that I can't give signals. I was giving signals before, Andy. You understand? What I'm saying is that I stopped giving the signals because I didn't have the time to do signals. I didn't have the time every day to send out a signal. I'm sorry, I don't have the patience for that.
Okay,
Hence,
and
Michael in. Michael couldn't do it, and Ellie continued. She was okay doing that.
okay, now I understand that. It's just a little bit funny that you say that you didn't have time to do it, but when you were texting and responding to me now, you said that you don't have time for this or me, and yeah,
100%. No. It's.
but you have time to
You
do a
say,
scalping
it's
strategy,
neither
Malcolm.
like I said, it's a 2-hour session on a Friday after 8. It's 2 hours.
Okay.
You get me? You're not getting this. It's
No,
2 hours.
I'm fully I'm fully understanding, but I think you aren't getting that. I'm just not buying into the cuck, my bro.
No, whether you buy into it or don't, I mean, it's neither here nor there, just like you say, you get me? What I'm trying to tell you is it's factual that, listen, people who take the scalping strategy know that we go from 8 till 10. I have that time to give. I never once said this was a one-on-one. I never once said, right?
No, the scalping isn't one-on-one. The scalping is also a service on its own. That 3-7 was the one-on-one. And also, someone here in the comment section is telling you, and someone here in the comment section, I don't...
Is the scalping strategy. That is the price of the scalping strategy. It's always been the price of the scalping strategy. Even when Ali was with the mentorship, we always had it at 3750. That was the price for the scalping strategy. It never changed.
Are you regulated to take money to do these things, Marco?
No.
Marco, you know I love you, my bro, but you had time, Aya. Why didn't you fix it? We've been arguing for this for the longest of time, my bro. You know, even here in the comment section.
I'm with JP Markets, and I signed something, and whatever, you get me. But at the end of the day, the guy that I'm working with, who claims that everything is fine, we supervise you, blah blah blah.
It's
blah,
not
blah.
fine.
There was a whole something, but I just signed something, and they told me, you're under us now, we supervise you, blah 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 blah. You can even give signals now, and I was just like, okay, cool. So
I can, Marco, I can tell you now, bruh. Seeing how veracity markets fucked up, I can tell you now, go and check up on that deal, bruh. You don't want to be get caught like in the cuck. You don't. So go and check up on that deal. If your juristic rep, a whole different set of rules apply to you, which I'm guessing you are. So make sure that on your end, my bro Marco, you have everything sorted so that you can continue. Because if it's not gonna happen, on my end, you already know I'm gonna continue making the videos. But at some point, it's gonna get to a point where it's not just about videos anymore. The law is gonna step in.
But the thing is that you must remember that what you continue to bring to the surface, everybody knows about.
But Marco, that was my very first.
The videos that you're gonna make, right, have already surfaced.
It didn't, Marco. Look, Marco, when I said that first time that I exposed you when you let go of that first set of employees, and I exposed you for the fact that Ellie is underpaid. You first paid Ellie just 5K. There's proof of that. And when I said that you don't send the signals yourself, you don't do the mentor. Marco, I'm giving you time to speak, my bro. Can I finish speaking, please? Yes. So when I expose these things that you aren't doing the mentorship, you aren't giving the signals, and by your own admission, there came a point where you told them you don't also want to be involved with that stuff. Why, when I exposed it, you were fighting me on it, my friend?
Why was I fighting? Because you didn't have your facts. You must remember, like you're saying now.
Now, how can I not have my facts?
You need to stop. I feel like one thing I'm going to tell you right away. Listen carefully. One thing I'm going to tell you carefully. Listen carefully. One thing I'm going to tell you is that I feel like you really don't get your facts straight. You just go on people's word, and that's okay. What I'm saying is you just go on.
Marco, there were proof for that, my bro. And by your own admission, you just now said you don't want to send these things. You don't want to send signals. You don't want to do the mentorship. But why, when I said it, you had a problem?
No, but what I'm saying is, why don't you like say all of this yesterday? Why don't you come to me before you put out the video? Not that the video is an issue. What I'm saying is that why did
But
you
Marco,
why don't you get my side of the story? You didn't do that.
But Marco,
That's unfair.
but Marco,
Yeah.
you know I have proof. You know I can prove that long before the video was published, I phoned you. You know that. Did I not phone you yesterday? Did I not? You are saying that I never phoned you. I'm not letting you know of these things so that I can get the truth from you. Did I not phone you yesterday before publication?
Right, or there was a missed call. You never communicated anything.
I phoned you, Marco. I phoned you. It rang so long for me to be able to take a screenshot, Aya.
What I'm saying is, you could have just said, "Listen, bro, what's the situation here?" We talk, bro. It's not like we don't talk.
No, I know. That is why I phoned you.
About my life, even when you don't ask about it, I still tell you about it. You get me? I still tell you what I'm doing. I still tell you how things are. I still, congratulate you when I see a nice video out there. You get me? We talk. So I don't see why you couldn't just come to me and be like, "Listen, bro, I'm hearing this. What's going on?" I would have given you my side of the story. Then you could conclude and go ahead with your video. At least you would have had both
But
sides of the
Marco,
story and you would have known what to say.
But Marco, didn't I
One person's word.
attempt to do that before I even sat down for recording, before anything was published? I phoned you. I tried to get you on the phone to get your side. Like, the evidence is here, my bro. You know this.
I get that. But what I'm saying is, you could have, concluded instead of just, going with a missed call, you could have at least stated in a message, "Listen, bruh, hit me up. I need to talk to you." Or what's going on at something on Michael's status. I would have called you back. All I'm seeing is a missed call. I've seen a missed call before and nothing happened. You get me?
Okay.
You missed called me and nothing happened. What I'm saying is that just because I see a missed call, it doesn't mean anything. But if you were asking questions, or if you had stated in a message that, "Listen, bruh, call me. I need to talk to you. I need to get your side of the story," I would have called you. 100% I would have called you.
No, I completely understand. Marco, I want to say thank you for answering and for being willing to give your side of the story. Unfortunately, I have to spot now. Should anything arise again, I will call you.
100%. And if I don't answer, send a message.
Okay. Cheers, Marco.
Perfect, man. Right, right.
So as you guys heard, I need to spot now. I should have spot already because like, yeah, my if beating around the bush was a person. But it's all love, you know, Marco, it's all love. Lungster, I saw you sent another tip there. I sincerely appreciate you, my bro. Because I see your support is running very high, my bro. And again, it's not that I am looking a gift horse in the mouth or anything. Look, when it comes to these tips, my bro, at Spur, my bro, I used to dance for tips at the back, right? But like, sorry, be careful with your money, man. Be careful with your money. I under TV do that easy for a video you did. He said as well, but I had to do it. Look. I wasn't matured enough to do it in the past. So now that I am matured enough to tell the story in a correct way and a correct tone, that's what I did. Thank you so much for joining, guys. As you guys see, we phoned them, we asked them, we're there. I will see y'all again. Shout out to Lumstang Ngobo. You are the... I appreciate you, man. Shout out to all of you guys. You guys have seen now, my bro, how I kept it respectful and still made his defenses vapor. His defenses went just like this. Do you guys understand? I can still be respectful and get to the conclusion that needs to be gotten to. Anyway, let me go. Say to somewhere, I don't know how long, how late it will be, because obviously I need to make my daughter to sleep at first. But I will see. Anytime from 10 o'clock. Anytime from 10 o'clock. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, I need to go shower. I need to take my mochi out. Cheers. Love y'all. Love y'all. Ugh.